welcome back to my channel. So if you're new here, my name is Jackie. I would love for you to hit that subscribe button, join the family, and if you're an oldie but a goodie, thank you so much for coming back. Today I wanted to do a haul that was more of like random pieces that I've been finding for now going into fall, and just like little decorating things. This is gonna be like 3 trips because I got a few things now. I'm heading out to Burlington, so I'm gonna add that onto this. You'll see me in a different outfit, but I don't think what I have today is enough for like a full video, but I still wanted to share it with you. So I'm gonna start with TJMaxx, and here in Connecticut they stopped giving out bags when you go to the stores. So now if you want a bag and you're in store, they're 10 cents. I'm not paying 10 cents for a bag that eventually I'll throw into the recycle. So I picked up a couple of things. One of the things I already opened, which is this is the e.l.f. brow pencil in, how much is this? Neutral brown. So as you know, I don't have a full set of brows. I have like 2 or 3 hairs, so I like to go in with this pencil to outline, and I pick it up over and over, and then I'll go in with like the ultra brow, also from e.l.f. It's a lot thinner, the pencil point. So I just picked up another one of the e.l.f. pencils because I just needed it. Like, it's part of the routine and I just wanted a backup of it. So lately I've been mixing my foundations because I am getting lighter, like I am losing my tan, and the shades that I have are a little too dark, so I'm mixing it with lighter shades. And I'm already getting tired of the mixing because sometimes I mix it and it's a little too light, or sometimes I mix it and it's still a little too dark. So I was in TJMaxx and I found this NYX Professional Makeup HD Studio foundation. It was only $2.99. I picked it up in the color Natural Beige. Looks like that. And this I've seen before, and I think I've actually tried this. I don't remember. It just says it's lightweight, buildable coverage, mineral enriched, formulated without talc and parabens. So I was like, $2.99. Usually it's a lot more in like Ulta or, you know, anywhere else that NYX is sold. So I was like, you know, let me give it a try, and I figured the shade was about where I need to be. So I was like, let me try it. I'm gonna do a couple of looks that I want to do, and I needed something that I don't have to keep mixing, so I figured I'd pick that up. And then I've been on the hunt for this so long because I purchased it before and I don't know where it is. I don't know what happened to it. I don't know, you know, sometimes you go in store, you buy your stuff, and you walk out and they're like, ma'am, your bag. Like, did you want the bag? And you're like, ugh. And I think that's one of the things that happened to me is I went into the store, paid for the stuff, and kept on walking. So I haven't been able to find it since. It's always sold out every time I go into the store. But I found it, and it's the poreless putty primer. It looks like that. This is supposed to be comparable to, I want to say, I don't remember who it's comparable to, but it's a really good dupe for whatever that one is. I saw Juicy Jazz talking about it, and I was like, you know what, I'm going to try. So I've been looking for something like this because I had one from Black Radiance. It was like a white, thick, like primer that I felt like it sealed everything when I was putting on my foundation. So I'm hoping that this is something similar to it. I'll let you guys know what I think about it, but I was on the hunt for it for so long. So I've heard nothing but good things, so I'm hoping for the best. And then I ran across Patrick Starr's Hot and Heavy highlighter. This one was $14.99, and it's from a collab he did with MAC. So this is the packaging, really pretty. I love this color. And then I haven't used it yet, but this is the highlight. And it's just beautiful. So I wasn't going to pick it up, but then I was like, I want you. I'm going to get you. And I knew that if I left it in store, I was going to come back and be like, oh, I should have got it. Why didn't I get it? So I picked this up. And then I went to... My last video, I was telling you guys that I've been going to Walmart looking for stuff and I haven't found what I'm looking for. So when I go food shopping, I do like 3-4 stores at once because this store doesn't have what I'm looking for. That store doesn't have, you know, the Spanish brands. Like, I find it harder here in Connecticut to find a lot of like things that I would normally find the bodegas in the city. So I go to Walmart, then I go to Aldi's, and when I went to Aldi's, who goes food shopping and comes out with like bedding? So I saw these. And these are from Huntington Home. It's in a full queen royal plush blanket, 100% polyester, luxuriously soft and warm, machine washable. This feels like heaven. So I got this one for my son because it was the only blue one that I saw, and it's more of a purpley blue, but it's so soft. And I think this is going to be so nice now, like when he does his bed, he can put this over it. And once it gets cool at night, you know, something like this is exactly what you want. So I got him that one. And then, because, you know, Aldi's has like that home aisle with like random things. And then I got one for myself. So this one isn't a king because I have a king size bed. His is, I think his is a full, so that's a full queen. And I didn't want this color. It's like a beigey color, but it was the only one in a king size, and it feels so nice. And I know that this is gonna look nice just over the bed, you know, kind of like a throw against the pillows, whatever. And the only thing is that my son and my husband are a little weird because come winter, when you're like covering yourself up, they're like taking off covers like, how are you hot? It's so cold. Like, I need this, and eventually I'll be wrapped up like a mummy in it because he'll be throwing it off. Like, get off, it's too hot. Same with my son. But I thought, you know, it would be nice on those cooler nights where he wants something snugged, or, you know, it's just soft and plushy, so it's nice to lay on even so. So I got one for me and one for him. And the rest of the food that it's in the fridge. So when I went to Walmart, I didn't really see much in the video. In my last video, the chit chat, get ready with me, I took you guys with me to see what they had, which was not really anything that I found to be like, yes, I need this in my life kind of thing. So while I was food shopping, I picked up this tea. And I am not a tea drinker. I'm a coffee drinker, like a hardcore 10 gallons a day of coffee. But I had picked this up over, I think it was maybe in the summer. I don't know why. But it's the Bigelow Toasted Coconut Black Tea. It's toasted coconut almond bark. It looks like that. And this is so good. It has like a nice coconut taste, not something that has like that after taste that you're like, ugh, you know, no, this tastes so good. And I'm thinking of like alternating between my coffee and the tea throughout the day because I know that I do drink a lot of coffee. Like right now, I have an iced coffee and I'll refill this 2 and 3 times at work. But I'll go between hot coffee and cold coffee. I don't really feel like cold coffee counts because I feel like it gets diluted with the ice, but I drink a lot of it. So I was thinking that I would take this with me, and on days where I want another cup of coffee but I really shouldn't, I should have this. Or even at night when you want just something warm, this is so good. And I was actually looking for the chocolate chai tea because that one is another one that is so good. But if you see this in store, I would tell you to try it out because it's that good. For someone who doesn't really drink tea and I'm recommending a tea, it's that good. And then I just picked up a Dove deodorant because I love the Dove products, and this one, which is those Nutrium moisture ones that have like that little weird symbol in the bottom. I like how these work throughout the day. So I picked up another one of those, and then just another chapstick, because you can never have enough chapsticks. And now going into fall, my lips get super dry. So this is the Soothing Oasis non-tinted one. They have these with a little bit of tint in different shades, but I like this one because I like to put it on and then put on like my lipstick or whatever I'm wearing that day. And I like to mix the tinted ones with the colors that I'm wearing, because I find like it changes the color, but you need that in your life. Oh, I need it. And I didn't really need it because I have chapstick and like glosses and like moisturizers everywhere, but when I need it, they're not around. And then I picked up these Control Top Tights. They're Secret Treasures. They're a 2-pack, and they were $3. And so 2 pairs, Secret Treasures. They're tights, and they're in a size 4, which is like for 200 pounds or whatever, which is pretty much where I'm at. And I can never find these, you know, come the winter when I want to wear like tights underneath, like, you know, my clothing with boots, or if I'm wearing a skirt or something like that. I can never find tights in my size. So when I saw this one and they were $3 for 2, I was like, you know what, let me pick it up. Even if it ends up being crap, at least I have something to wear like underneath the slacks and stuff, or, you know, something, you know, just in case. So that was the only thing I picked up, because again, I don't really see the stuff that everyone else is hauling in my Walmart. So these are the only things I picked up. I made a trip to Target because I was telling you guys a few videos back that I went to their dollar spot and couldn't find nothing. So I went this day, and they actually had 2 things that I was like, eh. So I was looking for like these dish towels that they have. Sometimes they have like really nice ones that say, you know, different stuff. So this one just says, let's bake pie. And then it's got this one on this side. It's black and white, so it'll go fine in the kitchen. I was looking for something a little more fall-like, you know, like something that said leaves, pumpkin spice, something, you know. But this one is fine because it's the color of my kitchen, which is black and white. And these were $3, and they had a whole bunch of just this. So I was like, let me just pick it up because I do like these kitchen towels that they have, dish towels. So I picked up that. And then I saw this tray, and I've seen a lot of people haul this tray because in my coffee station, I have like my sugar, cinnamon, you know, the agave liquid sugar, which I like to put into my iced coffee, cocoa, you know, chocolate syrup, stuff like that, you know, straws and things. So I figured it would look nice here and then up here in a corner instead of like spread out the way it is. Or I can put like a little pumpkin on here, and then just like my coffees and or the teas or whatever I wanted to do in that little corner. This was $5, and then when I was paying for it, the girl that was charging me was like, oh, I picked that up for my perfumes, they look so pretty. And I was like, perfumes? So I don't know what I'm gonna do with it, but I know I wanted it. I like the fact that it was small, it was white, and you know, it's 2-tiered, and it was only $5. So I'm gonna do something with it, maybe in here, or maybe in my kitchen station to decorate. Maybe I'll put a pumpkin on it, a little flower or something. I don't know yet. But I know I wanted it, and I didn't need it, but this is what I picked up. Then I just picked up these. These are the premium oval shaped cotton rounds, the bigger ones, because I like to use this with the like Bioderma. I put some on and then I take off all my makeup, or if I'm wearing like, you know, heavy waterproof mascara, I'll put some on the cotton round and just go on the lashes and then wash my face with the soap. So I really like the big one. I don't really like the little smaller ones. So I picked up a pack of these, and while I was walking through that section, I have picked up the Sonia Kashuk sponge. This is the big makeup face sponge, and I picked it up a while ago and it fell. Sammy grabbed it and shredded it. So I know that I liked it. I liked the fact that it was big and it would do like the whole face super quick. It washed nicely, so I was like, you know, let me pick up another one. And they had a 2-pack, but I was like, you know what, let me just get the one, because I have a whole bunch of like sponges that, you know, I didn't need another sponge, but sometimes like you reach for the same ones, so I don't know why I keep saving them. But I wanted to pick this up, and I hadn't seen it the last time that I was there, so I was like, you know what, let me get it. And then I picked up the NYX Micro Brow brow pencil in black, because I'm always picking these things up. I really love the black. I love, you know, the e.l.f. one. I love them to be really small so that I can make my own hair. And sometimes it's a pain because I don't always find black. I find like brunette, like a dark brown, and it's not really the shade. So I'm considering microblading. I just don't know. Like, you know, sometimes your style of doing your brows changes. Like sometimes I want like a thinner brow if not doing too much makeup. Sometimes I want a bolder brow. And I feel like with microblading, that's it. Like whatever you get, that's it. And if you're going to be going over it to change the way it looks, then what's the point of it? So I'm debating whether or not I want to do that. But until I decide, I'm just going to keep buying these pencils. And I love this one. I love the LA Girl one. That one is my favorite. The, what's the other one? I forgot the name of it. The one that's in Sephora. The one that doesn't have a black. They have that like number 5 or number 4. So that's everything for now. I'm heading out to Burlington, so you'll probably see that now.